Hello, good morning, happy Saturday. I had just a few short minutes in between clients and figured I would visit live here on my Instagram page and share a inspirational card from my color card deck today. Well, I'm shuffling these up and waiting just a couple of minutes just to see if anybody wants to come on and join me live or check out this message as I'm doing it. I'm Karen Slack. For those of you who don't know, I am a salon professional for about 21 years. I am a Reiki Level 3 practitioner, an Inner Light practitioner, intuitive and meditation guide. I have a passion for meditation. I have a passion for color energy and what it can symbolize. I have a connection with certain colors and what they mean and how they work. And this deck is a color card deck. If you look at it, it's got all sorts of colors and cool pictures on it. And I've worked with this deck for 2012. So what's it? 7 years now. I enjoy it. I don't know. It's like coming home when I work with this deck. So what we do by working with this deck is it's like an intuitive reading. It would be similar to an intuitive reading if you were to book one with me and we were to set aside time for us to join together in a reading for you. Only this is a little bit more broader message to send out to multiple people. What we do is I kind of set the space up for us to sit and visit in a nice, quiet, peaceful, meditative environment. Right now, we're sitting in the back room of my salon, and I have some meditative crystals to inspire certain energies and to remind us what kind of energy we're looking to prepare with this space. I have a couple candles going and some nice soft music in the background. I don't know if you can hear the music or not. If you do, it is from Chris Collins. It's some meditation music I got off of his indiemusicbox.com, so you can go check that out. And then we sit down and we do a little mini meditation, and we imagine that there's white light washing between us and through us and surrounding us to inspire some nice, nurturing, higher vibrational energy through our reading. And I say a little blessing, asking for positivity, love, and support, and to prepare for the reading. And then we go through and we spread out the deck, and then you choose however many cards we agree upon, and then we flip over the cards and talk about what they could symbolize for you. And I'll share with you my insights, and you can share what you feel comfortable sharing, and we have a little intuitive discussion. So this is kind of a mini version of that I'll share with you today. As always, any of the tips, tricks, ideas, inspirations, methods from Unique Beauty and Meditation, Instagram, or any of the unique meditation pages, my phone's sliding, are meant for your spiritual entertainment and enlightenment purposes only. If you have any physical or mental health concerns, I do ask that you seek a physical or mental health professional. And if you have any questions or comments, you can feel free to share below. This is meant for positivity and empowerment. I head into it with the intentions of embracing positivity and empowerment and light, love, and validation for whoever's interested in this message. Take what resonates with you, leave what doesn't, and understand that your divine free will always is always your first option. If it doesn't feel like it resonates with you, then leave it and let it go. But do what feels right for you. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, I've shuffled it a few times. We will spread it out after the shuffle, and we'll pick a card and see what it says. If you decide you are interested in setting up an intuitive reading of your own, you can connect with me here. You can connect with me on Facebook. You can also connect with me on the Vigaro website, the uniquebeautyandmeditation.com. It's a Vigaro-powered website, and that has a list of all my services. And you can actually book it online there. So if you have issues booking it online, you can always message me directly or email me or call the phone number that's attached to all those places. And we can set up a time. And I'd love to connect with you. If you feel like you would like to host an event and have a little get-together at your house where we set up in a quiet corner of your house or your work or your space, and we do little mini readings for everybody there. We can do that too and have a little empowerment, intuitive event. So, okay. So I got the cards spread out in a rainbow. My phone is nicely positioned between an amethyst and some stones in front of it to keep it in place, and I'm not going to move it, so I can't show you the rainbow. But it's spread out in front of me. It's so funny. This is just a random thought, but I do this at home with my cards after my meditation or before my meditation to inspire certain energies for my day and to help me connect with certain spiritual messages and lessons and reminders along the way, and to empower my process of this is where I want to focus today. These are the energies that I want to welcome into my life. These are the intentions and the focus that I want to set for my day. And my daughter, my littlest daughter, both my daughters enjoy this, and we have a little bit of fun. I'll spread them out on my bed, and then they'll choose it. I love it with my oldest daughter. She's 13. I'll have her pick a card, and then I'll ask her, okay, what's it feel like it means for you? What do you feel like this color represents, and how does it make you feel, and how does it connect to you? And I like just inspiring, keeping her imagination going. She's got a huge imagination, and I feel like as we get older, our imagination blends with our intuition, and I feel like it's just a fun little event to help her be aware of how she feels and how she responds to the world and the different energies and the way she experiences them. But my littlest one, she'll come in quite often if I'm reading in the corner of my room, or I'm, doing my coursework or just finishing up a meditation, and she'll come in and she'll pull one of my card decks that I have at home, and she'll pull it out and she asks for a rainbow. And now she knows. She's like, I want a rainbow. I want a rainbow. And we'll spread it out, and she'll pick a couple cards out, and she'll pick them all up, and she does her thing with them. She knows to respect them and not bend them, and she just loves to sit on the bed she'll sit there for a good 20 minutes or more just playing with the cards. And it was interesting. I had one time, I know this is a bit of a tangent, but there was one time that I was meditating on a specific thought to try to clear my mind and be open to different ideas and inspirations for that thought and that situation. And she came in and she had my card deck out and she was playing with it. And every so often a card would just kind of fly out of the deck and land in front of where she was playing. So I just pulled those to the side and set them aside. And when I got done and she was done playing, I pulled all those cards out and laid them out in front of me. And it really was very on point with what I was looking and what I was receiving, and the inspiration that I was trying to connecting with. And it was just this very empowering messages about trust and moving forward and all this stuff. And I just loved how it worked out, that she was just there playing, having fun and doing her thing. And all those cards came out and just fit in perfectly. So I feel like the divine inspiration, or that intuitive inspiration, surrounds us in our life. And sometimes it just requires us to trust and to step back and be aware of what's happening in our life around us. So now that I've finished off my tangent, we'll pull out a card. I'm kind of feeling this one over here. So we'll start with this one. Okay. Violet is the card today. Create a balanced life. I like the violet because I feel like it's so funny. It doesn't look nearly as purple. If I pull it back here, does it? I guess it looks more purple. Like if it's up here, it feels very blue. So maybe that's part of our message today, because when I see it in person, it's very purple. When I see it on my phone, when I show you, I see a lot of indigo and blue. And I feel like that runs the gamut of inspiration. It kind of broadens its inspiration. Purple to me always connects to our crown chakra. It always invites us to open up to a higher understanding. It invites us to open up to a connection to a higher power, to a connection to that divine force and how we celebrate that divine force. It encourages us to find peaceful moments and to sit and listen be still and listen and know that I am God. I know that's one of those sayings you hear quite often, but I feel like this purple color encourages us to do that. It encourages us to sit and be still and listen to, let those natural mind clutters and those natural day-to-day energies that we pick up and carry with us. If we sit and be still long enough, we can let those fall away, and we can be open to listening to that higher understanding or that higher power or that higher energy that resides around us and for us and is there to support us. So the purple edge to this color really helps us pick that up and use that and remember that that's a very powerful option in our life. When we practice it on a regular basis and when we revisit that often, we start to learn the rhythms of how we communicate with that higher awareness and how we communicate best with connecting with that higher awareness and that higher vibration and that higher energy. I feel like we all have like a spiritual fingerprint. We're all unique in our own ways, as much as our hair is unique and our fingerprint is unique to us and our personality is unique to us. I feel like our spirituality a lot of times can be unique to us, and we find people that celebrate it similar to the way we do, but I feel like when we can have that own personal connection as well, that can be very powerful to our spirituality. But the fact that it embraces the more indigo blue, it also, to me, an indigo blue connects us with it's representative of our divine truth, our own truth and the way we see the world, the way we visualize our life and in our best self, and that truth of who we are in our soul, minus the negatives that we say about ourselves, minus the chaos in our life, minus the way we experience things on a day-to-day level. But when we're sitting quietly in a corner by ourselves and we connect with our light and our heart and our energy, what is that truth? Who are you inside? Who are you in your soul and your heart and your personality? And I feel like the indigo color connects us with that truth and that vibration of self. And it helps us, it reminds us to connect. It inspires the idea of connecting with that. And so the fact that both of those together really encourage us to take time, and they work with our crown chakra and our brow chakra, and they help us connect with that, our highest self and our truth and our light, in who we are separate from work and who we are separate from our relationships and who we are separate from what we're reading or what we're experiencing on social media. And when you disconnect from things outside of yourself and you reconnect with that inner self, what is that truth that you're seeing? And I feel like because the indigo has a little bit of an edge of a blue, it encouraged us to communicate that into our life. It encourages us to bring that into our reality and bring that into our life. And I love the fact that it's got like this flower and this petal, and right in here you see the yellow and green, and you see like the stem of the flower, and right in the center represents life. The yellow part of the flower and the stem and the green, and where the flower sprouts and grows, and where the bud opens up and grows into that beautiful flower with those beautiful indigo and violet colors. I feel like that golden greenish center represents life in what fuels our life and what helps us grow. So I feel like as a whole, this picture in these colors encourage us to step back and connect with who we are and connect with that higher self and what that unique spiritual fingerprint is for us, and that unique vibe that makes us us, and that is separate from things in our life. Who is that person? And I feel like when we can find our quiet space to connect with that on a regular basis, it helps to create balance within our life. It helps it's almost like a nice soft guiding hand as to what works and what doesn't, and to bring us back to center, to bring us back to focus. I feel like it's very easy in life to get it to get off on tangents and like to head down these paths that as we go further and further from it, we start to realize, you know what, this doesn't always connect with who I am at this point. I'm doing this because I'm supposed to, or I'm doing this because it's familiar or comfortable or the way I've always done it. But when we can bring ourselves back to center and focus, then we can reconnect with, okay, what's right for me now? And why am I doing the things that I'm doing? And if we find that this path that we're on, it's right for us, we just need to realign with it, then continue with it. But if we find that, you know what, I'm not so sure this is really singing to my soul like it used to. Do you have to run out and change everything right away? Absolutely not. But I feel like when we can take the moments to step back in a safe, quiet, comfortable space, and we can decide not to judge ourselves and just let ourselves have the experience, then we can just simply be aware that, you know what, this energy and this emotion and this thought or this practice in life, I'm looking to involve more in my life. So we can just be aware of, you know what, this is what we're connecting with. This is what works for me. And it's not saying to go out and create a huge shift if you feel like you're not, when you get into that place and you get into that experience, if you're not really connected with who you truly are and what your soul and heart is asking you to be or encouraging you to be. It's not saying go right out and change everything in life right away. Absolutely not. But maybe create balance in life by welcoming little pieces and little seeds of that energy into your life. So if you find, you know what, my schedule is really busy and I'm not finding time to meditate or do yoga or to walk in nature or to read like I want to, and that's part of who I am. And when I don't do that, I feel like I'm not honoring myself, or I'm starting to disconnect from what makes me spiritually healthy or mentally, energetically healthy. Then maybe you find small pieces. Okay, I'm going to set aside 20 minutes on Tuesday to read my book, or I'm going to go take this yoga class for 20 minutes, or I'm going to download this 10-minute video for meditation. Whatever it is that speaks to your heart. Maybe you create balance in your life by welcoming small seeds of inspiration into your life. And I feel like those purple and those indigo, those violet and indigo colors encourage us to connect with our truth and our light and that higher awareness of who we are and how we celebrate that divine connection and how we connect with that higher energy and that divine expression. What is your unique divine expression? And how is it that you can find balance in your day-to-day life, yet still connect with that unique divine expression? And is it a matter of maybe finding a community of people that experience it that way? Or is it reading a new book, exploring a new path? Whatever it is, honor that you're being inspired in that direction, and not, honor what feels good, joyous, positive, and happy, and loving and supportive, and just lean in that direction and see how it feels. Follow your heart and follow your mind, and trust that you as an individual, that ability to step back and connect with who you are as an individual, that'll change, that'll flow, that'll be different, and that's completely okay. It doesn't mean that you're saying that everything that has worked for you in the past is no longer working for you. It's just honoring where you are currently and recognizing those little seeds or little pieces in your life that you can incorporate to help you connect with that truth and that unique divine expression that we have. So I guess it's a little bit of a longer message, but I feel like it resonates well with where I felt a lot of people are and the energy of a lot of people in a lot of situations. I feel like there's a lot of inner reflection going and an inner awareness of, what's working for me and what isn't working for me anymore. And sometimes that gets overwhelming. So I feel like this color invites focus on that unique divine expression, that unique spiritual fingerprint, that unique higher energy, that unique connection we have with a higher power, and to find space to sit back, take some deep breaths, let our mind and our energy settle, and be open to connect with that in a deeper way, and to do that on a regular basis to help bring you back to center and bring you back to focus. So I would love to hear how this message resonates with you. If you feel like it inspires you or it feels like right on, leave a comment below. That helps me know that these messages are being received and you're enjoying them and it's working well. If you're interested in connecting on having either a card reading or intuitive reading, or I also offer Reiki and meditations and guided intuitive meditations where we combine the meditation with a little bit of an intuitive energy reading. So check it out. Check out the different places that we talked about and see how it feels. Again, I'm Karen Slack. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. And if you have any questions, feel free to message me. And enjoy your unique divine expression in this beautiful journey that we're on to connect with it. Thank you very much and have a uniquely beautiful day.